Welcome. You're watching the video on how to become SAP Consultant in I.T.Career Advisor Team channel in YouTube. Just in case you do not have an academic qualification for an IT job and you landed in any other industry, you still have an opportunity to become SAP Consultant. You will now quickly understand what SAP is and how to become an SAP Consultant. We will avoid using too many IT jargons and make it simple. We recommend that you subscribe and find the offerings from this channel. Let us begin to understand some basics. Take, for example, a customer orders a mobile phone online. The order is accepted and the customer gets confirmation that the mobile will be delivered on time. On the seller's end, the person in the stores comes to know that there is an order for a mobile phone. He packs the mobile phone for dispatch. The courier collects the parcel so as to deliver to the customer. Now it is outside the control of the seller. Once the mobile is delivered by the courier to the customer, it is received and the customer is very satisfied. You saw the 4 activities of the order fulfillment process, but there were computers recording every activity. Let us look at the 4 activities again, along with the computers. Because all the activities are recorded, at any time the status of the order can be checked by the customer or the seller. The first activity is recording the order in sales software. The materials manager comes to know from the software for inventory that stock quantity will go down soon by 1, and it also shows what the balance stock will be. If the stock becomes below the threshold, the software for purchase will be triggered to place order for the same. The person in charge of stores picks up the mobile and packs it. He then informs the courier to collect the same for delivery to customer's address. Sales software prints the invoice for the supply. The finance software records sale and reserves the tax component to a separate account. When the courier has collected the parcel, sales software records that the ordered goods is in transit. From this time on, the item is outside the seller's organization. When the customer is satisfied with the delivery, the order fulfillment is complete. The status of order is changed as delivered. The customer service software recognizes the completion of sales and the warranty for the mobile is effective. Did you notice that the computers for sales, inventory, purchase, finance, and customer service are all working together, sharing data between them because they are interconnected with each other on a network? Let us assume that the order execution process is different for another seller. This seller generates invoices only after receipt by the customer instead of invoicing it when it is packed. This could be a traditional process followed to avoid taking back the inventory if it were not delivered. Such things are common when it is pay on delivery. When there is a process change like this, the software suite for this seller has to be different. If we have a single set of software for all these 5 functions, we can call it an integrated software application or an enterprise resource planning software. In short, ERP. This ERP software runs on an ERP server that connects all the computers used by different functions. A single versatile ERP can be used by either of these sellers by defining their processes. Let us understand a little more of the first ever made and the world-class ERP, namely SAP. SAP stands for Systems, Applications and Products in Data Processing. This was made for managing complete manufacturing business way back in 70s and has constantly been enhanced to cater to ever-changing processes and technologies. Every organization needs an ERP, and the essential requirements are covered by mandatory or core set of functional modules, namely SD, which stands for Sales and Distribution for managing sales functions, Materials Management for material planning and inventory, PP, Production Planning for planning production schedules, QM, Quality Management for quantitative quality control, PM, Maintenance of plant, machinery and tools, FI, Finance for financial accounting, CO, Controlling for controlling finances within limits and budgets, AM, Asset Management for managing all types of capital items, TR, Treasury to manage funding for short-term and long-term. The other optional modules are HR, Human Resources, managing the entire life cycle of human resources, and WF, which is Workflow, managing workflow of information required at every stage of the process flow. IS stands for Industry Solutions, modules that incorporate unique processes for specific industries. Industry Solutions are specific versions of SAP. What you see in the list are only a part of the industry solutions that are readily available for just plug and play. There are more. The standard SAP product suite is versatile, and we can take it for granted that every aspect of any business and processes exist. SAP is so comprehensive, and any company's requirement is just a subset of the standard SAP. Optionally, the industry-specific versions and country-specific versions may be chosen. The old and traditional saying that 5 fingers are different from each other applies to different taxation laws and other stipulations of every government. Just imagine SAP is used by most multinational organizations operating in many different countries. They have to follow the local laws, do the accounting in local currency, and much more. SAP is not the same for all the countries. But this world-class ERP offers country-specific products. The country-specific version of the applicable modules like FI are used together with the other modules. SAP S/4HANA, which is the High Performance Analytica plans, is the current version of SAP, and the country-specific modules should be ordered. This mandatory step developing any software is to define the scope. The scope primarily narrates all activities of the processes of the different functions. This is the time to set the house in order. Usually, the processes are reviewed with an objective of improving the processes followed in the past. This exercise is known as Business Process Reengineering, or BPR. Let us see this example. There are 9 different ways a process may be carried out. This user uses both processes P1 and P4. After doing the BPR, they realize that P7 is better. I'd like to change the working to P7. But the best way to this process is P9. SAP has done a thorough research and recommends user to go with P9. It is up to the user to start using a new process P7 or follow SAP to go with P9. Every SAP customer has this advantage. SAP has done a detailed research And based on their experience of implementing the ERP in a variety of businesses, SAP recommends a set of best practices for the business. So the SAP user need not do this re-engineering and simply toe the line by world-class ERP. Configuring SAP. Not all the modules of an ERP are required for everyone, so the customers buy only the modules that they need for their business. They also like to have only the software components that just reflects their processes and keep the other unwanted processes away. Let us understand this with an example. Quantity of every item has a unit of measure. It may be a count in mere number, by weight in kilogram, length in meter, area in square meter, liquid in liter, and so on. The generic ERP caters to all the units of measures. But the user will not like to have anything that they do not use. A simple situation is a manufacturer making screws does not want the unit of measure like area in square meter as an option when entering the quantity manufactured in the computer. So customers like what they just need and nothing more. The role of an SAP functional consultant is like taming an elephant to perform productive work that is very difficult for humans to do. SAP being a versatile software product, it has everything. A functional consultant keeps only the components that the users need by choosing what is just required. This is called configuring SAP. In spite of SAP being the most comprehensive ERP, the customers still do have certain specific formats of reports and user interfaces over and above the readily available solutions. Such requirements are accomplished by using the programming language ABAP. Its expansion is Advanced Business Application Programming, and it is a part of SAP. Technical professional interested in doing programming learn ABAP to make a career in SAP as technical consultants. Career for technical persons are also good in SAP because they grow in their technical role even up to the level of a solutions architect. These technical consultants and the functional consultants are in very high demand in the global market. Now that we have understood what SAP is and what kind of skills are required, let us focus on what you are looking for. If you're a person without any academic qualifications on technology, but you have some good experience in any function and in any industry like manufacturing, maintenance, banking, hotel, insurance, telecom, and so on, and in any functional role like sales, production, finance, planning, etc., then your knowledge and expertise is the asset for you to make a career entry to SAP profession. Let us say you are a finance person and you understand various processes in the function and how they are managed. For example, a sales return process is very complex because it has impact on the inventory, sales, finance, etc. Another classic example is depreciation accounting. It could be straight line method, written down value method, or any other. The ERP will have to cater to various methods to account for sale of assets. All this knowledge and intricacies gained by experience are required for configuring the finance module of any business. A training on FI module is good enough to make the beginning in SAP career. At this time, one should know that no one specializes on multiple modules. Each function is a notion, so you can specialize in just one module and not more. No one can be both a doctor and a lawyer. SAP uses a very powerful tagline for promotion. Best run businesses run on SAP. This is a simple and bold statement that conveys so many messages. Let us take, for example, a best in airline business. Boeing is best run because Boeing uses SAP. This is so with every other industry. The ones on the top are there because they are the best. The top ranked organizations of every industry is using SAP. They are best because they run their business best. Because they run their business best by using SAP, it conveys that SAP is confident that their ERP SAP is the best. It is best because SAP suits the business needs of the users best. If you want to be part of the best teams, you may take a training on SAP from any training institute authorized by SAP with licensed software. The SAP consultants can get certification from SAP by taking the examinations for either of the three levels: associate, specialist, or professional. Details are available online on I.T.Career advisor may be contacted for guidance. If you have found any part of this video of interest, we'd like to hear from you. Please leave a comment and please share with anyone who may also be interested in this video content. If you have any questions, please email us. What next? Please subscribe to this channel for notifications of the new releases and also view the other videos on this channel. Best wishes and thank you for viewing.